My name is Janet Reyes. I am mother of Diego Daniel Armenta and Juan Ulises Diaz. Too many injustices have been towards my family and me, mainly against my USA citizenship and possibly against more relatives. I am uncertain with facts because too many lies and injustices have been against me, unfortunately even by relatives for various decades. I do what I can to stand for my citizenship and my rights and of my family with all truth. Hundreds of matters concerning us and affecting us are still on pause or have been sabotaged due to the absurd discrimination, chain of injustices, and racism due to such horrible immigration case affecting my USA citizenship and our rights. I truly got cheated, intimidated. I got pressured into such case. It was the responsibility of corresponding departments to do investigations correctly instead of having very maliciously cheated me into years and years of cruel and unusual punishment. Education, as many persons share, is not a crime. Hundreds of my rights and hundreds of my family's rights have been violated numerous times. Human rights are important, civil rights are important, constitutional rights are important. This is incorrect. I stand ground, with or without makeup, obese or less obese, with my hair like how it gets, kind of curly, or very curly or straight, with makeup or no makeup, it's still me. My family and I, we have various type of medical conditions. My sons and I too. My sons Diego Daniel Armenta and Juan Ulises Diaz, as many other relatives, have been put through too much. The right thing is to insist, and I am truly innocent for all the times that I was cheated or guided against myself or led incorrectly or have been bounced like a guinea pig or malinformed from department to department in matters that should have not occurred the way they did. I've done what I could with as much truth. If anything happens to not be, well, it is clearly the fault of the persons who misguided me, who did not do their job correctly, who chose to be racist, to take matters into their own hands without knowing the facts or having truly witnessed or being authorities themselves, or the authorities that did take part of this. I really cannot respond on behalf of them. I am innocent that discrimination does exist, racism does exist, retaliation does exist, reprimand does exist, hate crimes do exist, plotted conspiracies do exist, as the many plotted conspiracies against my documents, my USA citizenship, and my family. My name is Janet Reyes. I am mother of Diego Daniel Armenta and Juan Ulises Diaz. We are USA citizens, Texas born. If in fact it be true that other relatives, such as my older brother and perhaps another cousin or more, have also been victims of similar injustices, I do not know if they have been resolved. I am unaware how or if at all. I do what I can to stand for my rights, even from injustices and discrimination from my parents and from other persons that fake to be, or from religiosos that chose to be discriminative and hurtful because I stood for my rights even from their injustices. There has been too much document fraud, too much corruption, too much falsified documents in many matters against me and my family. The right thing is to insist, and I am innocent. If any person in our bloodlines was no better, we are innocent and in no way, shape, or form should be held accountable for any of their wrongdoings. This is incorrect. These are true injustices. This is September of the year 2019. I am 39 years old, and still there's been no resolution. There's been no recovery, no repair for damages, no compensation, no indemnification. My original documents have not been returned, nor any of all the other of our documents that were stolen, possibly usurped, or illegally and very racistly confiscated by different levels of authority who cheated us of our own documents and citizenship. I did what I could, even through many reports, grievances, complaints, through both sides with Mexican authorities and American authorities here in the United States of North America, and still there has been no resolution. I have not been permitted of any lawsuits, any settlements, or absolutely anything else in regards to this. Details to every single circumstance are important, and I am innocent of how my mother truly is, or how she truly chooses to be, or if true or false of her having various medical conditions. The fact is, she too has been many times led against herself, and been led against us as her children, meaning I have other siblings, 2 younger sisters, Christian and Francis, and my older brother, Emmanuel. From there on, if we do have siblings, or have brothers or have sisters, I am unaware of that for a fact as well. The right thing is to insist. I am a better mother by choice, because many times I was led against myself even in that perspective. My citizenship needs to be respected. The citizenship of my children needs to be respected. Everything done to me has also affected my children and my family. This message goes out to every corresponding level that should have done their job correctly and not ignored any of my grievances, reports, complaints, or concerns in regards to this. This is truly affecting me. It affects my health, and as it is, I have many medical conditions, and it has truly affected my sons and other relatives and friends. I am extremely concerned. Time has no rewind button. Our present is still being very affected, and our future is still highly threatened through such chain of discriminatory injustices. Attention is appreciated with this concern to every corresponding level of authority, department, and international agencies, organizations, or departments of law that should have done their job correctly and not discriminated me nor led me against myself. Details to everything matter. As I've said hundreds of times, I invite the ones who choose to visit Facebook on Janet Reyes, which is me, JANETTEREYES, where I've done what I could to post as much possible. A few times on Google, but I try what I can, and I will continue to enforce my constitutional rights, freedom of expression, with as much truth as possible. I am a true victim of these circumstances. My children are true victims of these circumstances. We survive hundreds of unresolved crimes and injustices, and we have been innocent from the start, with too much mental harm, too much bodily injury, too much fraud, too much corruption, too many unnecessary hardships, too much uncruel and unusual punishment. To learn that we have not been the only ones, but there have been other relatives possibly going through similar injustices. I cannot speak on their behalf if I don't have facts, if I didn't witness things or wasn't there directly, nor do I know how do they work or process their things. But I try for myself, for my children, and for my family, even the ones that don't care about their rights, and other persons who should be just as concerned as I am, for these true discrimination and injustices can occur to every human being. Thank you.